Good evening. It's the March 12th meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. First up, we have a request for an extension. This is appeal number 2018-022, Overlook Drive LLC. This appeal was granted as sought on July 26, 2018. The subject determination was challenged by an order to show cause and stay all of the proceedings was entered, which precluded the applicant from commencing construction pursuant to a variance relief granted. On July 26, 2019, the decision was rendered dismissing that action. In the correspondence dated March 9th, 2020, Martin Finnegan, attorney for the applicant, did request a one-year extension on an appeal 2018-022 from the date of the Supreme Court's decision was entered by the Suffolk County Court on August 20th, 2019. Therefore, I move that the time period of the above cited determination be extended to August 20th, 2020 as per Chapter 105, Section 8D of the Code of the Town of Riverhead. Do I hear a motion?
Second.
All right, Mr. Seabrook.
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire.
Aye.
Mr. Barnes.
Aye.
Mr. Gazzillo.
Aye.
And I vote aye. So that appeal for an extension has been granted. All right there, young lady, go get him.
Appeal number 2020-007, Dobrinsky, 34 Millbrook Lane, Riverhead, tax map number 600-131-16, RA 40 zoning for variances and/or relief from Chapter 301, Section 11, where impervious surface is 41.9% and maximum permitted is 15%, where front yard setback is 35.2 feet and minimum required is 50 feet, where east side yard is 18.1 feet and west side yard is 9.8 feet and minimum required is 25 feet, where combined side yard is 27.9 feet and minimum required is 55 feet. And Section 11, where a lawfully pre-existing non-conforming building or structure, or a building or structure which lawfully exists on a non-conforming lot, may be enlarged, altered, reconstructed, or repaired, provided that degree of non-conformity is not thereby increased, and proposal is to construct a new dwelling on an existing 10,815 square foot lot, and minimum lot size required is 40,000 square feet.
Swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Please state your name and your address.
Robert Stromsky. I am a representative for the applicant. I do have some additional mailings.
You can bring that up, Mrs. Stromsky. And you, sir, your name is?
I'm Wiesel Dobzinski, the owner of the property.
Great, just give your name into the microphone and your address, and you're sworn in.
I am Wiesel Dobzinski, the owner of the property. I live at 23 Jones Road, Hampton Bays, New York.
Great, thank you. All right, Mrs. Stromsky, you have the floor.
Okay, what you have here is an application for construction of a single-family residence on a lot that used to have a single-family residence. I believe it was either a trailer or a prefab mobile home on the property. The asphalt driveway and the detached garage existed with that original residence. The plan is to maintain the detached 1.5 car garage and the driveway, and essentially the proposal is to place a single-story residence with 3 bedrooms, basically in the same spot where the trailer was. When you look at the degree of relief that's being sought, it seems to be a lot based on the new zoning from the master plan. But one of the things which was done with the layout of the property is the setbacks tend to be somewhat in conforming to the old Res C zonings that we used to go by, where you had a minimum of 10 and 15 on the other and a front yard of 40. So we were trying to, with the placement of the property, to kind of at least go with setbacks that were somewhat common back in the day before the master plan was enacted. Beyond that, there's, the impervious surface is basically due to the fact of the asphalt driveway is there. And when you take the account of the footprint of the detached garage with the single-family residence, you have the impervious surface, and lot is very small, and hence creates the impervious surface relief that we're requesting. The property is served by
Your watch was beeping.
public sewer and public water. So we feel that the development of this parcel is pretty much in character with the surrounding neighborhood, and there wouldn't be any detriment to the surrounding communities with the grant of relief being requested. If you have any other questions, we'd be more than happy to answer, and the owner is here to answer any questions you may have directly at him.
Is it gonna be stick-built?
Yes, he's planning on framing it on site.
Okay.
Strowski, is there a second floor in the garage?
It's it's constructed as a single story where the roof plates are on. It's a high roof pitch, so I believe there is some space for like a loft, but I don't believe it's nothing habitable. It's just a storage loft.
Thank you.
And I think the intention is to, once the house is done, to reside the detached garage and basically raise the quality of the property.
Anybody else?
No,
Frank,
sir.
anything?
Everything good?
Anyone else in the audience to be heard on this matter? Who's got it?
Also, just before record, I have pictures of the postings. We also did post another poster for this meeting, and I also just want to thank the board for accommodating the adjournment of the meeting, so I appreciate it.
Good, if you just bring those up, that's fine. Thank you for being here. Go ahead, bring it away.
I move that the appeal of the Ms. Whistler Brzezinski, 34 Millbrook Lane, Riverhead, SETM number 600-131-1-6-RA40 zoning. The variance is and/or relief from Chapter 301, Section 11, where the impervious surface is 41.9% and maximum permitted is 15%, where front yard setback is 35.2 feet and minimum required is 50 feet, where east side yard is 18.1 feet and west side yard is 9.8 feet and minimum required is 25 feet, where combined side yard is 27.9 feet and minimum required is 55 feet. In Section 11, where a lawfully pre-existing non-conforming building or structure or a building or structure which lawfully exists on a non-conforming lot may be enlarged, altered, reconstructed, or repaired, provided that degree of non-conformity is not thereby increased. And proposal is to construct a new dwelling on an existing 10,815 square feet lot, and the minimum lot size required is 40,000 square feet. Be approved in accordance with the applications and sketches and amendments thereto, if any, is filed with the building inspector.
So moved.
Okay.
I have a so moved, we need a second?
Second.
Mr. Seabrook.
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire.
Aye.
Mr. Gazillo.
Aye.
Mr. Barnes.
Aye.
And I vote aye. So your appeal's been granted, and you're in a process from here.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
All the best.
You see the supervisor?
Oh.
I wait for you. My handler behind you.
Good. Thank you. Wanna go?
Appeal number 2020-006, Dean Demar, 712 Hubbard Avenue, Aquabog. Tax map number 685-376.1, RA40 zoning, for variances and/or relief from Chapter 301, Section 9A1A, where proposed garage is located in front yard which is not permitted, and Section 14C, where proposed future conversion of space over detached garage for habitable recreation space and bathroom is deemed to not be a customary accessory use to principal single-family dwelling use.
Open the microphone, please. If you're both gonna speak, we'll swear you both in.
Okay.
You swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, self you got.
Yes, I do.
Just state your name and your address, both of you.
Dean Demar, 30 Woodridge Road, Hampton Bays, New York.
Josephine Demar, 30 Woodridge Road, Hampton Bays.
Thank you. Okay, state your case.
bought the property just recently from Mr. Klatt. Actually, we own 3 of the parcels. And we were actually unaware that we could not put the garage in the front yard. Our surveyor missed it, I missed it completely, and we're hoping to get some relief on that. I also have an old map that doesn't show on our new survey, but on the side where the nursery is a 50-foot buffer that we're not allowed to build on, which we have no problem with that, but that does restrict us towards the west side of the property. And also, on the east side of the property, there is quite a few maple trees and other different types of trees that are well over, I'd say 100 years. They're big trees, and we'd like to keep them. So positioning the garage in the front yard appeals to us, obviously, but the other way we'd have to do it is cut down some trees in order to get, the other option is to move it in the backyard. I can present that also. And I also have photos of the lot, if you'd like to see.
Well, it's certainly a very private lot.
It is, yeah. That's why we purchased the other 2 parcels. We're not gonna build on them.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
What do you plan on doing with it?
We're gonna put some trees, exotic trees, different types of stuff, and let it be, let nature, you know?
Wow.
I have 2 daughters. I mean, theoretically down the road, who knows?
Well, that's a
But-
good plan.
Yeah, but the plan now is not to do anything with it, just utilize the last
Wow.
lot for ourselves. Like, we come from South Shore, and we found this property, and we want to retire here, and, you know, we love the privacy. It's quiet and peaceful.
Very nice situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're very happy with it.
All right, so tell me about the garage.
The garage,
Yeah.
I always wanted a big garage. I mean, the house has 2 cars. It's a 2-car garage. But I like the idea of being able to put my tools, yeah, I built. I'm gonna be building for another couple more years, but, you know, put my tools, my truck, whatever equipment I can put in there. And it's a lot easier to have it in the front yard where we can access it. Instead of the other option is to have it move it all the way in the back where the property does slope down. There's about an 8-foot difference in grade.
Is there a proposed habitable space upstairs?
What we did is we went through health department and we got an approval for the additional septic. Just in case in the future, I don't know what that's gonna bring, if we put an office up there. The chief building inspector, who I know, Mark, he said, just put down a rec room, which something that we might consider also, but I wanted to leave our options open. At this point, we were thinking about using it as an office, but that's down the line, down the road.
So, does your application for the building permit state that that's habitable space or not?
My application right now, well, we have 2 applications pending. So right now, I think we have it as a proposed rec room.
Habitable recreation space.
Recreation space, yes, yes. Mhm.
Okay, so your application has that?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Frank, you got anything?
No, sir. Does anybody in the audience have anything to say?
No, we just wanted to hear what they.
Okay.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Bathroom
I can show you a survey if you want to see what we have planned also. Yeah, okay.
We're good, right?
I didn't ask. I don't have the plans, but I'll ask.
It's in there.
But we didn't realize that, you know,
Send
you
it
couldn't
in.
have, we're within the setbacks,
Right.
you know, in the front, on the sides, everything were within our setbacks. But I didn't realize that you couldn't have that
An
garage.
accessory structure in the
Right,
front yard.
in front,
Yeah.
you know. We figured if we were within the
The
setbacks.
we were okay.
Right.
So,
And have it
so
away from-
essentially you're seeking relief also for the space over the garage as habitable space and recreational space. And obviously a bathroom because you got health department approval for that.
Right, yeah. We
So-
wouldn't put the bathroom in now. I already spoke with Mike, the building inspector. We would just plumb it down below just going into the garage itself and capping it off,
Okay.
and just leaving it for the future, whatever that would be.
So basically, I mean, he's a builder, and he's gonna have all his tools and whatever, his
In that garage.
machines in the garage. And I really didn't wanna have his office where if he has like someone come up with this dirty chute coming into the house, you know what I mean? I wanted to have an area where he can come in with his whatever. If he has to speak with a subcontractor or whatever, he can have an area, you know, not in the house, that he can meet with someone. That's basically what we wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still in the area.
Can't blame you for that.
So,
For the
so,
future.
so you wouldn't object, if we put a condition that, that habitable space would be for only personal use and not for any rented space? And, no kitchens are to be installed?
Right.
And it's your residence, and that's fine, I have no
Right.
problem with that.
Right.
But we'll put that condition on.
Mhm.
Just keep in mind that when those conditions are put on, and you do decide to make an apartment out of it, it could invalidate your CO.
Oh,
I just wanted you to be aware of that.
I mean, not that we've thought about doing like an apartment, but, I mean, that's nothing,
If we, let's say in the future, we ever did wanna do an apartment, would that be possible, or we would just?
I don't, I think that's RA 40, so it may be possible, but there's an accessory, apartment, statute. I believe the structure has to exist for 3 years.
Okay, all right,
and then
So-
you'd have to go in and ask for.
And then you would have to apply then,
okay.
Right,
We-
For
we
that-
have no intention of that, that's
Yeah.
fine.
but, you know, the condition we would wanna put on it, that doesn't become an apartment.
Fine, okay.
It
So,
doesn't
Dawn, if you could put language
Right,
into
and
that,
then you
so
can-
that when the resolution is read.
Right,
like block for it.
then you can modify it if you want.
Yeah, because I'd rather approve it and let them go.
How old are the girls?
23 and 29.
So you won't be putting bikes in the garage anymore.
One move back.
One move back
For
already.
now.
For now. The other one's,
I can understand you wanting your space. I get it.
yeah, it's like, yeah.
But you never know.
Put 'em in
you
the
know,
garage.
They seem to always come back.
See, we could deny it, and then you don't have to put your mother-in-law up there. We're really, the town's trying to avoid these multiple family
Yeah, oh, okay,
situations.
okay, yeah.
I hope you understand.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
Are we kind of tying our hands behind our back though in the future if we ever wanted to? I mean, are we
Well, it
kind of
would
saying
come up as, it's a condition,
that we can like
but,
apply
but
then?
if you are,
Oh, what are you writing there?
We just wanna say if it's converted to habitable space,
well, they applied for it.
No apartment, that's it.
not living space.
See here?
No, I understand, no, I saw, but converted to living, can't be converted to living space, that's what you want the.
Well, it is living
Yeah.
space.
You don't wanna convert it to an
I
apartment.
don't wanna convert it to a separate apartment with a kitchen, no kitchens. No kitchens. Is that gonna have an outside entrance or an inside entrance?
Inside entrance, yeah, yeah.
Nothing's ever easy, right?
And then down the line, let's say 10 years or so, my in-laws do wanna move in, and we wanna convert it to an
We'll
apartment.
definitely deny you. Please.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're gonna have to see what the laws are then.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, it's-
It's nothing we've been just, like I said, we just thought about, more importantly, getting the health department, just in case we're gonna do something with it, whether an
Yes.
office or a
Yeah,
regular.
let's
I
put
get
Leroy,
it.
give it to Leroy. Leroy's good at this.
That's it.
Oh, I thought
It's
you,
not my resolution.
oh, for God's sakes.
Read the condition, does it make?
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
you
see if
got it.
makes sense. Subject to following condition. Space shall not be completed. Two separate.
Converted.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, my
That looked like a P. Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the appeal of Dean DeMar, 712 Hubbard Avenue, for variances and/or relief from Chapter 301, Section 9A1A, where proposed garage is located in front yard, which is not permitted, and Section 14C, where proposed future conversion of space over detached garage for habitable recreation space and bathroom is deemed to not be a customary accessory use to principal single-family dwelling use, be granted subject to the following conditions, that the habitable recreation space shall not be converted to a separate residential unit on the premises. And again, this be granted in accordance with the applications and sketches with amendments thereto, if any, as filed with the building inspector.
So moved.
Second.
All right, Mr. Seabrook.
Aye?
Mr. Whitmire.
Aye.
Mr. Gazzola. Aye. Gazzola. Mr. Vaughn.
Aye.
And I vote aye. So the appeal is granted. Best of luck.
Thank you, appreciate it.
luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks, have a great evening.
And good luck to those neighbors. They look pretty tough.
Anything you want to say before I pronounce it? It's not easy saying.
Do I hear a motion to accept the minutes of the last meeting?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, thank you.
Can we turn in our expense reports now?